money, time, and personal and creative fulfillment. These are the top 3 challenges or the top 3 things all creative entrepreneurs want more of. Hello, my name is McKay, and I am a business coach and the founder of Business of Creativity. And one of the main reasons why I built my company was because I saw that creative entrepreneurs are struggling, overwhelmed, and frustrated. They're struggling with, how do you make more money? How do I price? How do I manage my money? How do I manage my cash flow? They are overwhelmed with all of the things that they have to do, all of the hats they have to wear, all of the time it takes to really work on your business, not even just in your creative business. And they are frustrated with the kinds of clients that they're having to deal with only getting pain in the ass clients, or clients that don't really appreciate their creative input, or projects that just drain them without giving them the kind of fulfillment they wanted. So money, time, and fulfillment are the 3 big things that come up over and over again in all of my clients and all of my students in my programs. And I want to help you understand where your biggest frustrations are, because here's the deal, folks. If you can identify where your biggest challenge is, you've taken a huge step forward in solving that challenge or creating a breakthrough. And often we're trying to juggle all 3 of those things all at once. We want more time, we want more money, and we want more creative fulfillment. And sometimes it's not possible to focus on all 3 of them at once when we're trying to adjust our business activities or do something new with our business. I have such an itchy nose. Oh my goodness. I'm pretty sure that means that I'm going to kiss a fool, or it's a reflection of the crazy weather we're having today in Vancouver. So let's look at this for a minute. When we are solopreneurs or freelancers in creative industries like photography, videography, graphic design, copywriting, copy editing, content creation, any of those kinds of things, oftentimes it's very it becomes really challenging to figure out, like, okay, how much do I charge? What are my pricing options? Is my pricing reasonable? So there comes up a lot of challenges around pricing as it relates to money. Most of the time, though, our biggest challenge is around cash flow. It's that riding that roller coaster of the gig economy, where one day is feast and the next day famine, or one day, I heard someone saying, one day turkey, the next day feathers. It's that idea that every time you want another project, you have to go out and hunt down that project, and then you do the project. So there's this ebb and flow of all this time and effort marketing, and then all this time and effort doing the work. And it never seems to even out in terms of when is the money going to come into the bank account. So one of the things that we look at in Business of Creativity, and especially in our Framework for Freedom program, is what is the reality about the numbers in your business? And that's a really great place to start if you are looking for more money, or you're feeling really challenged by money, is to do a reality check, to know your numbers, to get really, really clear on what the truth is about your numbers, about the timing of them, about how much profit you're making, about all of the things that relate to the money part of a business. And I know that this can be challenging and uncomfortable for a lot of creatives. That kind of analytic, numeric, really super structured, linear way of thinking isn't our nature. And that's why having a coach or taking a program specific to helping you manage and design your money map with intention is a really great way to support you in overcoming that challenge and getting more money into your life. The next big challenge for many creatives is the idea of time. And this challenge is, okay, how can I make a living, get that money coming in, and have a life? How can I balance the demands of my business with the desires of my lifestyle? And there's all kinds of strategies for creating more time freedom in your life. And one of the biggest challenges in time freedom strategies is being able to prioritize your time, to be able to schedule and manage it, and to be consistent in doing so. One of the greatest tools that we've discovered that really helps our students and me as well to be able to deal with time is having an accountability partner, having someone that can help create those habits of consistency over time. So whether that's your coach or someone in your network of support or someone in your group training program or in all of our mastermind programs, we actually assign support partners and have a lot of content and training on how to be a great support partner and how to leverage that support partner to help you create those new habits so that you can have a life and make a living. And finally, the third big challenge for a lot of creative freelancers and entrepreneurs is this idea of fulfillment. We got into this, or at least I got into creative entrepreneurship because I wanted to get paid to do stuff that I loved. And I loved making photographs. And most of the photographs that I loved making, even from the time when I was in photography school, I had this reputation for getting people naked. Now, I know that sounds a little bit crude, but the truth is I had a passion for the figure photography, for working with the body, for the organic shape of the human figure, especially juxtaposed against inorganic shapes like architecture, the interior of homes and spaces. So my reputation in photography school, over 2 decades ago, was that anybody who came into the studio to work with me was going to end up naked. And I would love to have built my entire career on being able to photograph just the thing that I love the most. And unfortunately, given the other aspects and constraints of building a business that I love, that wasn't where my focus went. So in the beginning especially, and while I was building my revenue streams and my ideal revenue streams and my ideal business, which by the way, I was hugely successful at in my manner. I did build a business that I absolutely loved, where I got paid to travel, I got paid to teach and support other creatives. I have money in the bank. I'm working only about 30 hours a week. I have time to spend with my friends and family, and I live in one of the most expensive cities in the country, and I am loving what I get to do for a living. So it is possible to be a profitable creative. I promise. It's not just a myth. However, one of the challenges is how do you maintain that level of passion and fulfillment for your creative skill? Because a lot of times what ends up happening is we take those quote unquote bread and butter jobs, those low-hanging fruit, those jobs that generate cash flow, that maybe solve the money problem, but they don't necessarily make our soul sing or create the kind of difference or impact that we want to make with our photography, or allow us to be fully creatively expressed and appreciated for that. So the big challenges for many creatives is that struggle with confidence in the pricing and understanding how to manage and generate money and cash flow, that struggle and frustration with the idea of, okay, great, I've created this amazing business, but now I have no time for my life, or that burnout, stressed out, lack of fulfillment that comes when you're doing work for clients that don't appreciate you, and clients that you really just don't even love the work. So Business of Creativity was created specifically to help creatives overcome those challenges, to help creative entrepreneurs design a business with intention, design a business that's going to help you make the money that you want so that you can have the financial freedom that you've been dreaming of, to help you manage your time so that you can make that living and have a life, and to really help support you in attracting clients that you love. So our first program, Framework for Freedom, is launching on February 12th. Our second level and third level programs are launching a little bit later in the year. And of course, I'm always available to chat with you and talk to you about your business specifically. So please click the link below, reach out, and let's connect and see how we might support you in overcoming one of those 3 big challenges or getting more time, more money, and more fulfillment from your creative business. Thank you so much for watching. This is the Tuesday 2 o'clock Teen Talk. I do this every week at 2 p.m. Pacific from my Facebook page, and I hope you'll join me next week. My name is McKay. I'm a business coach and the founder of Business of Creativity.